Good morning. Today is Monday, March 30th, and we are going to talk about stem and leaf plots. Let's begin by going over the warm-up. If you haven't had a chance to solve the warm-up and put it into All-in Learning, please do that first and pause this video. If you've already completed your warm-up and submitted it, let's go ahead and continue. In this question, we're being asked to list the prices from least to greatest. In order to do that, we need to do some conversions because we have a percent, and two fractions. Now, in order to convert a fraction like 1/3 into a decimal, we're going to have to take two steps. First, we're going to have to get it into, first we're going to have to get it into a decimal, then we'll have to get it into a percent. In order to get it into a decimal, we need to divide top and bottom out. 3 doesn't go into 1. Remainder 1, drop a 0. It's going to keep going on, so it's 33/100. Now, in order to convert it to a percent, we use the Dr. Pepper model, which is the same thing as multiplying by 100, because percent is per 100. So we're going to move 1, 2, and that gives us 33%. So 33% is 1/3. Now, 2/5 we can do a little differently, because when we're looking at 2/5 and we're trying to get it as a percent, if you remember, the word percent means per 100. So we just have to see what we need to do to get it to be over 100. Now, we know the relationship is times 20. So we're going to do 2 times 20 to the numerator to get 40. So it's 40 over 100, which is the same thing as 40%. Now, when we're ordering them from least to greatest, we know that 25% comes first, followed by 30% and then 33. So 25, 30, that would be answer choice F is the correct answer. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about stem and leaf plots. A stem and leaf plot is a way to show the frequency of a set of data. If you remember from all of our previous lessons, the word frequency means how many times something occurs. If something has a high frequency, that means it happens a lot. And if something has a low frequency, it means it doesn't happen very much. So frequency is how much a number occurs. Now, a stem and leaf plot is different from other graphs because the data is organized by place value. So here we have a data set, 4, 7, 8, 8, 14, 15, 30, 33, 35. And we're going to place them into a stem and leaf plot by place value. When we look at these digits, well, these digits don't have a tenths place, so we use a 0 as our stem, and then they become the leaves. But when you're dealing with numbers like 14 and 15, well, they both have the same tenths place, and that tenths place is 1. So therefore, we use 1 in the tenths place, and then 4 and 5. Now, a stem and leaf plot can show you all the total numbers of data points collected, as well as the frequency of each data point. It is another way to organize data. Let's take a look at this example. In this example, we're going to find the median, we're going to find the maximum, the minimum, the range for this data set from the stem and leaf plot. Because really that's what we're trying to figure out, is can we read a stem and leaf plot and get the information that we need from it. Here is the data points that we started from. Sam and his friends got to do a long jump and they got these results. And here's the stem and leaf plot for them. Now, when you're dealing with a stem and leaf plot, there's always going to be a key. So we're going to always be careful to read what the key means. So in this case, if the stem is 2 and the leaf is 3, then that means that's 2.3. Now, how would I identify? This is my first number, 23. So I know that my minimum, or my smallest number in the stem and leaf plot is a 23. My maximum is going to be my last number in the stem and leaf plot. In this case, it's 50. So I just identified my minimum and my maximum. In order to figure out my range, I would just do I can do maximum minus minimum, which would mean 50. I'm sorry, it's not 50, it's 5.0 and 2.3. So it's 5.0 minus 2.3, which means that my range is going to be, go ahead and do the math, because Edpuzzle's about to pause you to ask you this question. And I should get 2.3 for my range. Now, I figured out my range, I figured out my I figured out my range, I figured out my maximum, I figured out my minimum. Can I figure out my median? Yes, I can count how many leaves there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 leaves. And so the middle, if you have 9 numbers, 9 is an odd number. That means we're going to have the median is going to be the 5th number because that would leave 4 on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th number is 8. And there's 4 numbers. And so there's going to be, okay, I miscounted my numbers. There's not 9 numbers. There's 10 numbers. So if there's 10 numbers, then you're actually going to have 2 medians because 10 is an even number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 6 will be your medians. So if we have 2 medians, what do we typically have to do with them? We have to add them up and divide by 2. So our 2 medians are 2.8 and 3.2. And that gives us 10, 3, 4. So that's 6. So they add up to 6, but we're not done since we have to divide by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So our median should be 3. And that is how we read a box plot, and that's how we get the information we need from a box plot. I'm sorry, because I said box plot, I meant stem and leaf plot. Now we're going to go ahead and answer these questions on interpreting stem and leaf plots. Go ahead and attempt the question first, and then we're going to go over it together. In this question, it's asking what statement is true. The range of the data is 31. Let's see if this is true. In order to get the range, the highest number is 31, and the lowest number is 1. So 31 minus 1 is 30, so therefore the range is not 31, it's 30. This is false. And then it's asking the center. Well, the center is the same thing as median. So we have 25 data points. So that means that the 13th number is our middle number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is our 13th number, so our median is 13. This is actually a true statement. More students read more than 17 books. Let's see how many students read more than 17 books. I'm going to go ahead and use color code on this one. The amount that read more than 17 books is going to be, so the amount that's more than 17 books is going to be, this is how much is more than 17. All this numbers are more than 17. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 people that are more than 17. And then less than 17 are going to be 1, I believe I miscounted this. More than 17 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's 11, that's correct. And then less than 17 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. And 11 is not more than 13, so that's false. And then the most common, that refers to the mode. The most common number is 22. Well, let's see what number occurs the most in this data point. The number that occurs the most seems to be no, it seems to be 10 because it occurs 3 times. And so, no, 22 doesn't occur that many times. 22 only occurs 2 times, so no, this is not the one that occurred the most common. So the only true statement is B. Now, the stem and leaf plot shows the ages of museum visitors last Monday during the morning hours. Which statement is supported by the data? The youngest museum visitor was 20 years old. No, because the youngest would be 21, so this is false. There were more museum visitors that were 40 to 55. 40 to 55, let's see. If there was more, then there are 21 to 38. Okay, so 40 to 55 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the museum visitors are 40 to 55. 21 to 38 are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So there were more museums. This is true. The median age during the morning hours was 38. Let's see if that's true. How many museum visitors are there in total? There's 15 museum visitors in total. So that means if there's 15, then the middle number would be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so that means the median is 40, not 38. And then the spread is the same thing as range. I want you to remember that. Spread is the same thing as range. And so the spread is going to be the highest number, which is 55, minus the lowest number, which is 21. And 55 minus 21 is 34, which makes it not the median age. So the only true statement was B. We're going to go ahead and again, this time we have information on the harvested wheat, and we're going to go ahead and read our key that this means 25 bushels, and then we're going to go ahead and find out which statement is true. The range in the bushels is 65. Well, range is highest minus the lowest, and the highest is 80 minus the lowest is 25. And 80 minus 25 is 55. So this is false because it should be 55. The median is 51.5. How many are there in total? Let's count. So there's a total of 34 numbers, which means that the 17th number is the middle number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the middle number, and that number is 51. This number is 51. So that's not the middle number. Okay, so that gives us our median, which we said is 51. And then the mode is 46. No, because 46 is not the one that occurs the most. The one that occurs the most is 63. And then more farmers have less than 50 bushels. And that wraps up our stem and leaf plots. Go ahead and do the practice. Do the 10 questions, screenshot them, and post them on Google Classroom.